This is the great legend. No, this is an imitation. This is Mr. White Gloves inviting you, yes, you, to watch the great legend live on YouTube. Get on out there, guys. Ha ha!
This is the great legend, and I'm coming at you live tonight with the Great Legend Show. Hashtag FXD18 edition. Man, this is my Fan Expo Dallas 2018 edition of the Great Legend Show. I'm going to go over all the cool stuff that went down and all the awesome happenings that we had at the at the show, man. Damn, you see me grinning, you see me smiling, styling, and profiling. Was the legend at the 2018 Dallas Fan Expo. A lot of fun, and let me just give a big shout out to Splash Page Comics, man. Thanks so much for that intro, and you'll never know when Splash Page, a.k.a. Mr. White Gloves, you'll never know when Mr. White Gloves shows up on the Great Legend Show. So very cool intro for him to do for me at that show, and I hope to see some more Splash Page to come, because, man, have you ever bagged and boarded in the pale moonlight? What Splash Page Comics, Mr. White Gloves does it right. You never know, man. So keeping it real, keeping it live here on youtube.com/Sharday95, where it's your home for comics, cooking, gaming, and the truth. And, man, let me check the chat real quick before we get started, because I'm going to kind of tell this in a storybook edition, if you will. I'm getting choked up already, man. What a great time had by all at that show. So in the chat, man, we want to give some big shout-outs to my main man, LP, the father of Naobi. Naobi Comic, man, is first. I mean, right when I hit submit, man, I hit submit on that live stream, and boom! LP was the first one here. Dude, are you kidding me? You don't miss YouTube? Damn, I just hit submit. I hit create live event. And, dude, LP was there like flies on shit, baby. That's why everybody needs to come to the Great Legend Show, because you never know who you'll see or what you might find in the chat. And tonight, we got a legend in his own right. And I'm knocking. Naobi Comic is here. Second to Naobi Comic, the lovely Miss Hustle. And, you know, ain't it the funny thing? Whenever you got a nice female in the chat or watching the show, they some horny-ass guys always trying to step up to her. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it in your pants and leave the ladies alone. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn. Keeping it real live. We got David, and the third Stormtrooper. Beyond the Blast Doors, man. It's great to see you beyond the Blast Doors. Vinny C. Boy, Vinny C, you got to catch it on the rewind. I can't believe you sleeping. Miss Hustle's in the chat. Don, the icon, comic book junkie, is here in the chat with us as well. He's an icon. SS Comic Reader, what up to the phenomenal one, the champ that runs the camp? Man, what a great WrestleMania. I'm not going to talk about that, but that was a good WrestleMania. I thought it was pretty good. I felt Nakamura could have gave some more, you know, in his match with AJ. I thought AJ was pulling him along, or, man, I don't know what Nakamura's problem is, man. He just can't get it going in WWE. J-Rod Ham 78, what's up, J-Rod? Nerd Vision says, sup, punks? Nerd Vision. We got C. Woodard 19. Hey, what's up? C. Woodard, man, what is up with you? SS Comic Reader, can't wait to what Legend got at Fan Expo Dallas. I'm pretty bummed he couldn't make the trip last minute, which was late Thursday night, to meet up with him. Yeah, man, he had Robert OSS Comic Reader, he had a family emergency, so I hope your family's doing good, man. You were really sorely well missed, man. We was wanting you to be there, man. And we'll talk about some of the other ones I didn't get to see. C. Woodard got that C2E2 haul. Is on cue to watch later, so they're talking. What is up, chat and legend? What's up, Brian? Hope you ain't working too hard. We got Gomez from the 9.8, babies. The 9.8 posse is in the house. J-Rod Ham 78 is here. Silver Age Dave. I got a new video to watch from Silver Age Dave, thanking the community. Yeah, man, Silver Age Dave. He be dropping some messages. Y'all be on the lookout. We got Hazel Dan 1216. Well, I'm going to talk some Hazel Dan too, man. Great people. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave the chat alone a little bit. I'm going to tell you how it all went down. It's story time. Hey, Sleepy Reader Damien, I'm sorry I missed you, brother. Damien is in the house. Okay, my stuff's kind of slow. My chat's slow, but Damien is in the house, man. All right, so here we go, baby. The Fan Expo right there. Got that press pass. You know how the legend does it right there. Anything that helps me, financially get in on the show and let people know how kick-ass Dallas Fan Expo was. So I went to my first con, Dallas Comic-Con, the big leagues. I used to go to these little deals in junior high, which were kind of just trade shows more so or whatever. But this is kind of big stuff. So I went to Dallas Comic-Con. The last year it was called Comic-Con was in 2013. And then, of course, they changed it to Dallas Fan Expo. And in the Dallas area, we got about 3 major events. And I'm not talking about the trade shows or some of the small-time rides. We got about 3 events. Damn, Brian, okay. All right, Brian, we'll think about that. We'll think about sailing the seas. I don't know if we will tonight. Brian. But anyway, so 2013, they Dallas Comic-Con. So they couldn't call it that anymore because San Diego made a big fuss. So they wanted to change it to Dallas Fan Expo. The other one that we have usually in the month of October is Dallas Fan Days. And then they used to do one around in February, what was called the Dallas Sci-Fi Expo. So it was more like all the sci-fi pop culture type stuff. So we had a big 3. Fan Days is a pretty popular one. I don't like the venue, Irving Convention Center. I think it sucks. It's too small. That's where the Dallas Comic-Con in 2013 was. But last year was the first time I went back to one of these big cons. It was Dallas Fan Expo. And last year I got to meet Aim High Comics. I got to meet Trinity Comics, a.k.a. Jeremy. Who else did I get to meet? Those are the big 2, the 2 main guys I met at that one. Kingdom Comics was there, but I didn't meet him. I didn't really know him at that time. I'm trying to think if anyone else was. Oh, and Splash was there. Splash Page, a.k.a. Mr. White Gloves was there. So I got to meet him some. But this year was a different kind of ball game because Blast It or Stash It, Friday night, 10 Eastern, great live show. Awesome live show. Has Huey's Comics, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, Midwest Comic Man, and Drew Manchu. They were all going to be at Dallas Fan Expo 2018. And I was thinking, well, last year it was such a cluster, quite honestly. It was just, I don't know if I was just tired, grumpy, what it was, but it was crammed. I just wasn't feeling it last year. But I knew Blaster Stash was going to be there. I knew old Trinity was going to try to go there, Paul Midwest. I knew everyone was going to be there. I also knew that Aim High was going to be back there. I knew Splash Page was going to be back there, and a plethora of others, and we'll get to them. So, I talked to Trinity Comic Corner. I also met Trilogy's Comic Corner. Dang it, I'm always screwing up names. And these are like some of my best people. But Trilogy always goes to these things. And I got to meet him last year on Saturday in 2017. So this year, Trilogy reminds me, well, so I went ahead and I did my press pass because me and Trilogy, we usually do press passes. So I do the press pass thing, but I forget about it. I don't bother with it or mess with it. I just figure, well, they never emailed me back. I guess I'm not going. Trilogy gets his. A week later, he's like, did you check your email? Did you get your passes? Dude, I didn't check my email. I didn't get nothing. But I remember, what if it went to junk mail? So I checked junk mail. Sure enough, got my press passes. Me and my wife. My wife's my camera lady. So I got the tickets to go. Let me check the chat real quick. Paradise Gamer, what's up, brother? Paradise Gamer in the house. Got to catch up on that Terra tonight. Oh, Amazing Murph, man. Yeah. Spectacular Spider Grandpa did a damn good recap video. Everyone's giving each other shout-outs. But, man, and then, J-Rod Ham went there. But, man, I didn't see J-Rod. So that was kind of bum. I didn't get to meet old J-Rod Ham there. But that's all right, man. Maybe next year. I want to meet J-Rod. I just couldn't find him. But quite honestly, I'm going to get to my whole experience. Because my experience wasn't as big as far as like doing a lot of stuff, getting a lot of comics, going through long boxes, getting a ton of signatures, getting a ton of commissions, and all that kind of stuff. And I got to get over there because I got something to show y'all here in a minute. Oh, it's right here. Okay, I brought it close to me. So Friday night, we pick up the kids from school, get some money out of the bank, do all the regular stuff, get some cash out, take the kids to the old grandparents' house. And then we make our way down to our hotel. Stay at this real nice hotel, the Magnolia Hotel, man. Really nice. It was only about 12 to 13 minutes away from K. Bailey Hutchinson Center in the heart of downtown Dallas. And so it was about, 12 to 13 minute walk. So, we get to our hotel room. Splash is like, where are you at, man? And Trilogy had made, it was either Aim High, Brandon, or Trilogy made a Facebook chat with all of us, most of us in this Facebook chat. So we're trying to keep tabs on where everyone was at. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm kind of giving them a rough estimate. So about 6:50 or so. I say I'll be there probably about 7. So once I get in there, it's about 6:45. And it's totally kind of laid out different. So it took us a little while to find out where to go and do all that good stuff. So finally, we get in there. And they told me to meet them at the Premium Lounge, man. The Premium Lounge, man. What a great place to meet and just chill, man. Us old-ass people, I tell you what, we got to do some chilling in the Premium Lounge, baby. And so what happened, we went to this Premium Lounge. But anyway, before all that, before I get to the Premium Lounge, I pick up my press pass, my press pass, my tickets and all. So I got this cool Fan Expo 2018 program. I'm sure everyone else got it. Talks about pre-printed. We know Marty and Leah Thompson didn't make it and all that. But really nice, kind of goes over all the attractions and things like that. And, got all my press pass information. Talks about Fan Days coming up October 19th, 21st. Got old Carl Urban there, little Judge Dredd, a.k.a. Star Trek Bones and all that. So we got that stuff there. So I did all that. So anyway, I was kind of start looking around, and what did we do after that? I want to kind of give you the rundown. So, man, I'm already getting kind of exhausted talking about it. I ain't been feeling good lately. Feeling kind of weak after this expo. But so we actually finally make it to the Premium Lounge. Or no, actually, I think we bought some stuff first. Anyway, let me show you what I got. So I know I'm all over the place in this video. Brandy, my wife, sees this shirt right here. And she had to get it for our son, John, J-Dub, Little Legend. He's our oldest, actually. I guess I can call him Evil Huntsman, but, Mini Legend or Jax the Great. They don't like being called Legend. But anyway, got this cool... He loves corgis. We don't have a corgi, but that's the dog he would like. And he loves corgis, and it says, beware the Demogorgon, or Demogorgon, or Demogorgon. I don't know. It's something from Stranger Things, kind of, but it's like a corgi. So, very cool shirt. If you're a Stranger Things fan like he is, my son loves Stranger Things. My son loves corgis. So we got him this shirt. So then, we walked by some other shirts, like superhero shirts. And I saw this bad boy here. I had to get it. Agent freaking Orange, man. Orange Lantern Larfleeze. I had to get that shirt, man. Very cool. So I bought that shirt. And it was like you get 2 shirts and it was a cheaper price. So I got a distressed Shazam Lightning Bolt shirt right there. It's kind of wrinkly, but pretty awesome there. Little Shazam shirt. Looks a lot better in person. It's kind of, the monitor whites it out a little bit, but it's more of a gold, yellow lightning bolt. So anyway, I got me a Shazam shirt, and I got an Agent Orange shirt there. Orange Lantern, whatever you want to call it. Big shout out to Contender. Kevin has got the Fist of Fury right there. And we got Sunshine, baby. Sunshine collects things. Indigo Born, baby. Devin, a.k.a. Old School Clever Goose, man. I'm coming at you live, brother. Rag718, it's good to see you. Tex, the Collector, man. I am coming at you live. So I got these shirts, right? And then we went over and got this Luigi stuffed animal because my youngest wanted something like a Luigi plush, and they actually had one there, so might as well get that too, and just kind of do our thing. So then after I got the Luigi plush, which isn't shown because it's in my kids' room, I'm not going to go get it. But we went over to the Premium Lounge, and right when I got to the Premium Lounge, I saw 2 members of the Blasted or Stash It crew. I saw Drew Manchu and Dave, a.k.a. Huey's Comics. I saw Huey, I saw Drew, and I just I don't remember if I hugged them or what the hell I did, but I shook their hands because they good dudes, man. So I sat down with them, and I was asking them questions, and they were showing me all the cool stuff they got, and I don't want to ruin any surprises, but Drew got a lot of kick-ass Thanos merch, and Dave had a crap ton of comics he already gotten everything because they had gotten in there right when they opened it. And then I found out Spider Grandpa, Mike, he had such a long drive and everything that he went ahead and went back to the hotel with his wife, and his wife had come up with her best friend and her the best friend's husband, and he kind of hung out a little bit too. But Mike went ahead and headed on back to the hotel because he was tired. So he drove a long way. But I got to hang with Huey and Drew, and that was a lot of fun. A little after that, I'm trying to remember if I think Monty was there too. I'm pretty sure Monty was there. He came. No, Monty wasn't there. Monty was working at Monsters Lair Comics. But anyway, so the next guy that come up was Aim High and Trilogy, man. Out of nowhere. Aim High Comics, Brandon, and Trilogy's Comic Corner come out of nowhere, man. So I got to hang with them, and, we was real happy to see each other. Me and Aim High and Trilogy, we always gaming together, shooting the breeze on Xbox One. So then all of us sat down, and we were just cold chilling, chatting about, what they were doing at the con. And I think earlier those two guys were at the sketch duel, which they did a Shazam sketch doing something or other. So I got to chat with them. That was a lot of fun. Area 51, man. Hey. Oh, man, all of us got together, Area 51, dude. It was freaking awesome. Tex couldn't make it. Man, you got to get there, Devin. I know you're close by. And Hazel Dan was there too, man. It was just great, man. It was just amazing. So that Friday night, I got to meet all of them, and then we went over there to Monster Lair's booth, Monster Lair Comics, where Splash Page was working that booth that night, and I got to chat with him just a little bit. But then Trilogy wanted to go over and to this other place called Duncanville Bookstore. So he wanted to know how much one of the king-size Hulk annuals were. So while me and Brandon went over there, and I think Dave and Drew, they went off somewhere. But, we were all going to meet up Saturday anyway. So we kind of left and did our own thing, me and my wife, Brandy. And so we went over there, and I started looking for boxes, and I was searching for Weird Western Tales and Dark Shadows books. I didn't find any, so I just kind of, hung out a little bit with Brandon. I lost sight of Trilogy. And then me and my wife, we just kind of like went in and did our own thing. We kind of branched off. I think that's when we probably picked up the Luigi doll. And then I kind of separated from the group for a little while, and it was getting pretty late as well. We went to this guy, Charles Martinet's booth. He's the guy that voiced Mario and Luigi and all those characters. I think he got his start in 1992 on a game called Mario Teaches Typing, and then he was the voice still to this day. Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, all the Mario characters. And he also voiced some characters in Skyrim, which was kind of cool to hear about. But he had to go do some kind of booth thing right at 7, but he was going to be back at 7:45. And the con closes at 9. So we finally got to meet Charles Martinet. And this is the picture. Now, there's another print behind this, but this is the one he did for my son. It says, Super Jackson, you're number one. Your pals, Mario and Luigi. He goes, woohoo. And he goes, ho ho. Or what did he say? What does it say? It says ho ho. Yeah, I guess it says ho ho or something like that. And there's Charles Martinet's signature with a little funny face on it. So he signed that for us, and really good voice actors. Usually it's a lot cheaper. And he decided, while he was writing it out to my son, I didn't know he was going to do this. I would have been filming already, but he started talking in the Mario voice and stuff like that when he was signing the picture. And he says, and I missed it. He said Super Jackson in the Mario voice, but I freaking missed that. So that kind of sucked. I didn't want him to do it over again. But here's what I did get. Check it out.
You're number one. You pals, Mario and Luigi and Charles Martinet. Wait, I'm going to sign Luigi with 2 Luigi eyes. Luigi smile, and a Luigi mustache, ho ho, and that's what I say. I say, ho ho. Way to go, bro. Woohoo! Number one.
Oh, thanks so much. So, man, that was pretty damn cool, right? I mean, so that's something that eventually put that clip itself, with a little quick intro by myself. I'll put that clip up on YouTube, so it'll be a memory that my son can see, for the rest of his life. After I'm long gone, if YouTube's still around, he can go to YouTube 30 years, 40 years down the road, probably 30 years. I hope I'm not living past 70, but, going down and just seeing that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So he'll be able to see something like that. He'll go back and he'll say, "Oh man, that is so cool." Like however many years ago, probably 40 or something, maybe 30. Hell, I don't know. Like I said, hopefully I'm not living here past 70. Anyway, so I thought that was pretty damn cool, right? So very cool. I loved it, and what a great guy. Just really cool guy. He was doing photo ops and stuff like that, but I didn't really want to get a photo op with the guy because my son's, don't want to get the kid too jealous, but he did all that voiceover stuff, signing for free, and I thought that was really generous of him. Really great guy. So pretty much right after that, I went ahead and put that in this envelope, kind of put it in there because it's all I had at the time, and then I went ahead and we just left because at our hotel, I group messaged the guy, says, "Hey, we're heading out." So we left probably about 8:30 out of the con on Friday night, and it closed at 9. So we went ahead and went back to the hotel because from 8 to 10, I want to say, or was it 7 to 9? I think it was 8 to 10. This Magnolia Hotel, complimentary free cookies and milk. So anyways, we walked back to the hotel. Now, mind you, this is pretty good walk, like a 13-minute walk, so my legs, on the way back, the two balls that go into the hip joint, the thing old Bo Jackson had to get one of those replaced or whatever. Anyway, dude, mine were freaking killing me. I should have stretched before I walked all the way down there and then walked all the way back to the hotel because there was walking involved in the Fan Expo. But the cool thing about the premium lounge was I got to hang out with Huey and Drew and Brandon and Trilogy and kind of rest my feet a little bit before I went ahead and did more of the whole expo stuff. Now I also want to go over that Friday night, just Friday night in general. Friday night in general was freaking awesome because it wasn't busy at all. There was no one was at Biff Tannen's table. No one was at Doc Brown's table. I could just walk up and chat with him or get an autograph or do whatever with him. Thing was, I already had Biff, and Doc Brown was just charging too much, and I didn't really go there to do a lot of celebs. I didn't really want to do any celebs. I just kind of made my mind up the day before about getting the Mario guy's signature for my son. The main goal of this con wasn't to get signatures. It wasn't to get things for me, but it truly, and y'all, some may call bullshit, but it's truly just to meet each other. You meet each other in YouTube because I've seen it all. I've damn done it all. I've done everything there is pretty much to do in comic books, pop culture, and I'm not being like just an asshole. I'm just telling you the truth. I've got all the favorite comics I could ever want. I've got my Fantastic Four collection. I got the first appearance of Captain Marvel, Shazam. I got all that crap. So there wasn't really any books I had to have per se. I just wanted to meet people. I love people. I love to interact with others. So that's pretty much was my main goal of the whole thing. So looking at the lineup, to me, the lineup wasn't all that great. Marty called in sick, or I don't know what the hell happened to him. Leia Thompson actually, canceled the day of. And I'm glad I didn't do this, but I could have dropped $1K to get the big behind-the-scenes picture with all four of them, Doc, Biff, Marty, and the mom or whatever. I could have got all my Back to the Future people, but I didn't do that because for one, it's $1,000 freaking dollars. Come on now, damn, it's a lot to blow on one thing at a con or whatever. So I didn't do that or anything. I didn't have anything to slab. I didn't have any of that kind of stuff. So I knew the goal was to interact and meet people and just hang out with people, and that was the main thing. So also I want to give a little bit more, the first booth I went into on Friday was I chatted with the guy from Heritage Auctions. That was fun. I spent about maybe 5 to 10 minutes with him, and I just kind of chatted him and I told him I like Heritage Auctions a lot because I can find books. They're kind of big boy books, bigger prices. That's where it's like WCW back in the day. the big boys play at Heritage. So if you want to play with the big boys, you can get what you want at Heritage Auctions, but you damn well know you're going to be paying that buyer's premium, so it's going to hit you a little bit. But I told the guy, says, yeah, I like the selection of Gold Key books, like Dark Shadows books on Heritage Auctions, because no one bids on them. People go to Heritage for those big boy books, you know, the AF-15s, the Showcase 4s, the Detective 27, whatever, the big crap that, you know, would be cool to get, sure. But if, you know, the great thing about it is all those eyeballs are looking on these Grail books when my eyes are looking on things from a different perspective, you know, like Dark Shadows or maybe Weird Western Tales or whatever. So anyway, so I chatted with him. But anyway, so we leave the joint Friday night. We go get them milk and cookies, baby. And you shit, I got 6 of them cookies. I love laughing and thinking about that shit because it's free, right? Got to get them milk and cookies. I got 6 damn cookies. I had 4 before I took my hot bath because my legs were just dead. You know, I had cramping big time in the legs. Took my hot bath, man. That's some, you know, don't you love when you go to this hotel? It's a big ass bathtub too, and man, the water is hot and it stays hot. It ain't like our podunk ass hot water heater shit, you know, that runs out of hot water. Man, the hotel water, it stays hot water, man. It's so damn good. So got a good night's sleep. I watched the WWE Hall of Fame that night in the hotel room. Had my damn cookies, had my damn milk, and man, it was good. It was all good. Now on Saturday, you know, we slept really good and everything, but on Saturday, we slept in, put the do not disturb sign on the front of the door. We slept in because, dude, you know, working my ass off every damn day, you know, Monday through, well, I didn't go to work Friday, but, you know, just working my ass off. I slept in really good. My wife, Brandy, she slept in really good. But then I got this call from Splash. He's like, where are you at, man? It was kind of like around 12 or something. So I let Brandy sleep longer, and she was going to take an Uber there, which was a smarter move. But I went ahead and I started walking there. It was 36 degrees. But now with all the buildings in downtown Dallas, you didn't get a lot of that wind chill, so it was really good. So I didn't get cold as much. Big shout out to Jason Smith. Kingdom Comics, what's up? Tito is in the house. Make sure I don't miss anybody else. So, yeah, man, it was awesome. All right, so I get there. My legs start hurting again. So the guys are at the sketch duel. So I go meet Monty. Monty. Splash Page. Mr. White goes. I go meet him at the old I take that back. You know, I missed one of my meet and greets. Friday, we saw Kingdom Comics first before I went to go see. So all my craps get mixed up. I actually got to see Tito before I got to see the Blasted and the Brandon and trilogy. So Tito, it was great meeting you, man. First time. He was over there at David Finch, checking out David Finch's beautiful artwork. David Finch do a pretty good damn Batman. Batman the Dark Knight. That was a lot of David Finch. Good stuff. But so I did get to meet Tito. And then but on Saturday, I finally got there, and so I was meeting up with Splash, and I got to meet his good friend Kyle, that he brought with him all the way from West Texas. So I got to chat with Kyle. I got to chat with Splash for a long time on Saturday, and what we did, we waited for the other guys, which were there when I got there. So right when I got into the premium lounge, also I got to take this off, man. It's getting hot in here. But anyway, I got to the old premium lounge. I know I'm rambling on, but all the events, I'm trying to get all the events down. But I got to see Spectacular Spider Grandma, and Grandma. I meant to say Grandpa, and I gave that dude a big old hug, man. It was so great meeting Mike for the first time. And then, of course, I saw Huey and Drew. I saw them chopped livers, but I saw Mike. Man, it was great seeing Mike, baby. So Mike, it was fun meeting him. And then I got to chat with Kyle, and who was Mr. White Glove's buddy, and Splash, and I chatted a lot with them. And then all of a sudden, good old Brandon and his brother come around. So I got to meet Brandon's brother, who I cannot remember his name, man. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call you Baymax from that Big Hero 6 movie, because he was in this big inflatable suit. Real quiet guy, but real nice. But, man, we had a great day. And then we went over to this old German beer joint across the street from the Fan Fan Expo. So me and Dave, Mike, Drew, Kyle, and Splash Page, Mr. White Gloves, we all had a nice lunch, and it was really good. I had some Dr. Pepper there, and it was good to have some real soda again, you know, because I've been drinking that zero calorie stuff. And, man, it was awesome. So we all had a great lunch together. And then we went back in the expo, and we just kind of broke up again. But I'm fast forwarding a lot, but I mean, we spent hours together, you know, just kind of chatting, hanging out. We went back to the old premium lounge because, you know, walking all the time, you know, we had to go rest, us old men. And then, so then I branched out. Me and my wife finally got there, you know, chatted in the premium lounge with everybody. And then I finally went out, and we were all walking around, and I found old Brent Peoples, the dude that does the interior art for New Superman. And there was two dudes I wanted to see. One was Jim Chung, who does the Marvel 2-in-1 work. He pulled out. That's what she said. Anyway, he wasn't there, but Brent Peoples was there. So I chatted with him. My wife chatted with his wife and stuff like that. And he did a commission. He says, okay, he'll do the commission. I told him all about how, you know, I'm a freaking fanboy of New Superman, old Keenan Kong. And he hooked me up and kind of put me in line in front of some other people. And I went back 45 minutes later and he got this sketch for me. Brent Peoples, man, 2018. Keenan wearing the updated suit right there with the yin and yang on it. Freaking awesome. Isn't that cool? So I got that sketch done. Really freaking cool, man. So I need to get framed for this and hang this bad boy up. So that's on a, I think 9x13. But I got that. And of course, that'll get a frame and go to my son's room. But old Brent Peoples, man, freaking awesome. Oh, yeah, let me tell y'all something else. Oh, yeah, Kingdom just said he got done with the gym. All right, y'all seen Tito on the video. Man, in real life, he's like so jacked, man. He's really keeping in shape, muscles and everything. I mean, this man can be in a damn Charles Bronson action movie star. He looks good. He's built. He could be a damn superstar in the movies, action movies. Hell, maybe even some drama. I don't know. But, no, he's a good guy, though, man. I love meeting Tito there. So I got the Brent Peoples sketch, and then I had to go buy one of these plastic things because it was kind of raining outside as well. And after that, we went back to the premium lounge. And I'm trying to remember. Yeah, we went back to the premium lounge and just chatted, man. We just sat down and chatted. It was me and Splash, Kyle, Trilogy. He went ahead and left. Brandon was there still a little bit. But, yeah, it was the Blasted crew, which was Drew, Huey, and Spectacular Spider Grandpa, all chilling. Me and my wife were chilling. Brandon was chilling for a little while, Kyle and Mr. White Gloves. So we were all just resting because in about an hour or two, we were going to have some lunch at Texas, or supper at Texas Spice, where Trilogy got the whole group together. And, you know, we're going to go out to eat some dinner. So we waited because, you know, he went to go do that, and that was going to take a while to get the reservations and everything. So we were just chilling and just chatting and having a great time. And once I got the sketch right here, I pretty much knew I was done, you know, as far as getting anything. I'll show you my exclusives I got before we went. I think I picked these up Friday because I think I just took bags and boards with me. I may have even left those back at the hotel, but I knew I was done with buying stuff because, like I said, it was mainly meeting people. So, yeah, so we were just chatting for the longest time and just chilling and having a great time. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain because it felt like all the guys, I mean, like, we've known each other, like, for the longest time. And it didn't feel awkward or anything, like, meeting each other in real life because it was like we already knew each other. You know what I'm saying? And I've known freaking Dave and Mike from Blasted and Brandon and Trilogy for a long-ass time. I mean, like, at least 2 to 3 years already, you know. because I used to be on Blaster Stash It. But yeah, man, it was a great freaking time had by all. So we finally make it over back to Texas Spice, and you know, we all start heading that way, and the Blasted guys, they make it up, and me and Mr. White Gloves, we walking a little slower because, dude, I'm still just, even though we were chilling in the lounge, I'm still sore as hell, you know. So we finally get down there, and everyone's kind of waiting in line. And we have to move tables because we underestimated how many folks was going to show up. So Trilogy, man, Trilogy got up there and, you know, made it right and, you know, got everyone moved to some other tables. So while we waited, I got to meet, I'm going to give you the whole rundown, so, of the whole dinner party. So first, you know, we had the Blasted crew. We had Dave, a.k.a. Huey's Comics. We had Spectacular Spider Grandpa, a.k.a. Mike. And we had Drew Manchu, a.k.a. Drew. And they were all in there. Then it was me, Kyle, a.k.a. we call him Moose. Kyle. I called him Kyle. And then the Splash, Mr. White Gloves. We were all in there chatting with Trilogy. And Trilogy's lovely wife, Heather, was there. So we were all there. My wife was there, Brandy. Can't leave out my love of my life. Brandy was there. So we were all there just kind of chatting, having fun. And then Edwin and his wife Michelle came. You know, Michelle, y'all seen her from the Black Panther review, making Edwin look like $1 million in his videos. Strictly Comics, baby. Man, so he got to come there. And, dude, I was all ready to go. Man, I knew I had to sit by Edwin, and me and Edwin would sit by each other. And then, of course, when we moved tables, Brandy stole my damn seat, and she took Edwin all to herself, and she was chatting a lot with Michelle and Edwin, so I missed out on a lot of my Edwin love, you know, my Edwin chat, but I got to chat with him off and on, you know, after the dinner and kind of in between and everything. It was fun, though. So I got to meet Edwin, Strictly Comics from JLS Comic Conversations on Thursday night. You know, he stars with Jesse JLS Comics and Exile State Justin and Boston Chris from Buckshot 33 Comics. But, so I got to meet them. And that was a lot of fun. And then I got to meet All About Comics and his wife, lovely wife named Heather. They were freaking cool. I wish I could have chatted with them more. They were kind of on the other side of the table. I wish I would have, you know, like chatted. I talked to actually Heather when AAC was in the had to go do a little restroom action. I don't know, TMI, but he had kind of left and maybe went and chat with someone else. But I chatted with her, and I talked to her just a little bit. And then I got to chat a crap ton with freaking Hazel Dan. And I don't know, hopefully Hazel Dan didn't fall asleep, but Hazel Dan was in the house. Hazel and Dan. That's the combo. You got Hazel and her husband Dan. So, man, that was freaking awesome as well. So, got to chat with Hazel Dan quite a bit because they sat across from me and Brandy. So, it was really fun to chat with Hazel Dan. And we chatted about all kind of stuff, you know. They don't live too far away. I don't want to give too much personal away or anything, but love chatting with Hazel Dan. Then Jason Smith, let me tell you about Jason. He was like, who's that dude sitting across from Legend in the picture? And that was Kyle, Jason. That was Splash's childhood friend from the old days. But anyway, so we had a freaking epic dinner. Tito came. Tito was the last one to show up, but it was great to see Kingdom again. So we got to chat more with Kingdom Comics up in there. Part of the I always say the 9-2 crew. Actually, he's on an edgier show. 9-2 crew, you thought that show was hot and kind of edgy. You go see the Comic Book Cartel with your Shears, Comics and Things, Freddy's 562, Sunshine Collects Things, David, a.k.a. Seeking Nearmint Comics, and Tito, Kingdom Comics. That shit's edgy right there. And they have some great topics. I really enjoy their topic videos that they do on their show. But yeah, great to see Tito again there. And then finally, when we were all done, me and Edwin were finally chatting. And then damn Trilogy want to go take damn photo ops again. Trilogy always taking these pictures. So we had to quit talking again, me and old Edwin. So we took some good photo ops, and Kingdom was awesome. Tito just did a damn selfie because people, you know, it was like, you got to take a shit or get off the pot. And so Tito just said, I'm going to take a damn selfie. So that was pretty damn fun. Spur of the moment fun. And you go check that out on Tito's Instagram. Go check out Kingdom Comics Instagram. And then a lot of the pictures are also on the facebook.com/Blaster Stash It page, which go to the video description below to see a lot of the pictures and stuff like that from the Fan Expo, all the group stuff, is most of them are on the Blaster Stash It Facebook group page. If you're not a member of that Facebook comic group, Blaster Stash It, dude, what are you waiting for? Go down to the link. You know, they'll review your application and get you set up with that. Just tell them the Great Legend sent you. What's up, Tacoma Comics? It's good to see Tacoma in the house. But yeah, man, where's everyone from, man? You know, all around kind of Texas and everything. So yeah, Legend saying he got butterflies sitting next to Edwin. I was sitting next to Edwin. It was funny. Edwin asked me about the rhymes that I do from time to time and the freestyle all the while. But I told him I did that crap in high school, and it just kind of, you know, it's not hard to rhyme freestyle. You know, it's really easy to write it down in poetry. You know, that's what I used to do in high school. I used to write the rhymes down. I would rap to certain beats. And that's kind of how I started rapping and stuff. But I told Kyle, I said, you know, I listen to more classic rock nowadays than any kind of new school rap music. I don't know any of the new rappers or anything like that. But I do like listening to a good beat, you know, in the background and kind of making up my own song to it. But yeah, man, that dinner was a lot of fun. Thanks for Trilogy. And, of course, Brandon, Aim High Comics was there. Aim High and his brother was there, too. Don't want to leave anyone out during that dinner, but it was a lot of fun, man. It was special, man. It was just like it kind of made the whole and I think everyone that was at that dinner, you know, it kind of made it like the best thing I could ever imagine. Because, you know, me personally, looking in the program, I didn't really see like too many people that I had to have signatures, or I had to do this, or I had to get this done, or do this, do that. But when we all met for like dinner and stuff and just met as people, man, that was like the best moment of the entire thing. Just meeting people. You know, I got to, you know, chat a lot with Splash, who I look to on this YouTube comic book community as a damn mentor. You know, I always tend to like take a lot in from like the guys that are like older, you know, not just in like, can you give me some knowledge about collecting comics, or can you let me know what you think about this certain book, or things of that nature. But when you talk to someone who's got more years on you, you can just ask them about life advice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, stuff like that. I really appreciate you, Splash. You know, I'll just say his real name. Fuck it. I'll appreciate you, Monty, for, you know, being there for me and stuff. And everyone, man. And, you know, Drew was awesome and getting to talk to, you know, telling me how it was and some of the things that he's been going through in life. And I know my wife got to talk more so with Edwin and Michelle than I did. And I got to talk a lot with Hazel Dan, which was really cool. And, you know, Kyle and just everybody. I talked to Trill, Mike, Huey. I just chatted with, like, freaking everybody. Tito I got to chat a lot with too. Not as much as I wanted, but like, you know, people were busy doing their own stuff. But boy, when we had that supper together, it's something I'll never forget. And on Mike, if you go to the Blaster Stash It page, you can see the whole group picture. I don't have that on my Instagram because I don't want to like copy like other people's images without their permission. I haven't got their permission, so I haven't done nothing like that. But check out those, man. See all the fun we had. It was just freaking greatness. And then Mike Spectacular Spider Cramball calls it the Blast Supper, you know, kind of like the Last Supper, but it's called the Blast Supper in honor of Blaster Stash It, which is really cool. Let me show y'all something real quick. I'm going to go ahead and go to my Instagram page. I did do some Instagram stuff while I was doing the Fan Expo, and I don't know if it's going to be on the right monitor or not, though, so I have to kind of check. Yeah, it is. There it is right there. So you can see that one picture. Me and Tito are hanging out right there. So that was really a lot of fun. So that was great stuff. Wearing my Thing shirt. And it was cool. He got the Mario shirt on. And what was neat about it was we met the guy that did Mario's voice. So I thought that was freaking cool. So we got to meet each other. That was awesome. And this was the first picture. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, because me and Tito, he was the first photo op that I got to be with, was Tito. This was the second one. This was when I went on Friday night. I went to the lounge. And this was before we kind of started looking through the boxes, and we were going to go see Splash at Monster Lair. But, yeah, there's old Trilogy pulling my ear, pulling my beard. I don't know what he's doing. And then Brandon and Drew and Huey, they're all just laughing. Then on Saturday, that was Brent Peoples right there. And actually, cool thing about him, He lives just one town over from me, which I thought was pretty cool. He's also a big-time weightlifting guy. He does a lot of, weightlifting and fitness stuff, and he pumps a lot of iron, kind of like our good buddy Tito. So it was great meeting him and just chatting with him and telling him all the stuff. Dropping all my knowledge about New Superman. I've been a fan ever since issue 1, and he started taking over, I think, maybe in issue 19 or 18. I can't remember, but he does some amazing work. Check him out at People's Art, on Instagram. You can see all of his sketches, and he does all the characters. He has some Wolverine stuff. He has some other stuff he does, but I had to get Keenan Kong. I had to get New Superman. You know what I'm saying? That's me and Splash. This was before we did our intros. We did some intros for each other's channels. So he's wearing the white gloves right there. So it was a lot of fun seeing Splash. And like I said, I got to chat a lot with Splash and his buddy right here, Kyle, on Saturday, which was a lot of damn fun. So I love these two guys. I mean, these are the kind of guys, they'll welcome you with open arms. If I'm ever out there in West Texas, and Kyle over here, he does harvesting. So he drives up to northern states and does harvesting and has big rigs and combines and all kind of stuff that he does. But get him in some of the winter months per se, and just hang out with him and old Mr. White Gloves, man. Just freaking awesome guys. I would love to do that one of these days. Just cold chilling in the old Splash Page Marvel hideout. But yeah, check me out on Instagram at ArtAudi95 on Instagram, and check out down below. You could see. Let me get to my right scene here. Check down below right here, Facebook.com/The Great Legend Show for all of my updates during the Fan Expo Dallas 2018. So man, it was great, And then after that. Since I'd already done everything Saturday, I gave all of them hugs and stuff that night because I wasn't going to be there Sunday. My wife actually thought we were going back on Sunday, but I kind of made it my decision that I was just going to kind of hang out with her on Sunday and we would go out to eat somewhere, stuff like that. So I did that on Sunday, and pretty much I did all the stuff that I wanted to do. And it wasn't much, like I said. And it's funny, prior to the whole con, Trilogy was laughing and saying Robert just likes to freestyle, when he goes to cons. And that's kind of true in a sense. A lot of con veterans will have a plan, like they're going to get this. They're going to have a list down. They're going to have some time frames down of what they want to do. And that's really good because they are on a mission to do stuff. But I don't know, man. I've kind of fallen out of the... Like, I'm still a big fan of comics and everything, but I don't know. It's just kind of like my legs, I'm not, even though I've lost freaking 33 pounds, I'm not healthy per se as far as muscle tone and things like that. I really need to do exercise and stretches. So I tire pretty easily on long walks and stuff like that. So the thing I want to do was just hang out with the people, all my friends. And that was what I got to do. It was a lot of freaking fun. And I made friends. Well, I didn't really make friends because I was already pretty much friends with them anyway. So, I don't know. It was just a lot of fun. So, Sunday, we just kind of, slept in as late as we could and we left. But I did get some more stuff, though. I want to show you. I got some, this right here. It says it's a decal for your car. And I got this for one of my friends. And I got the instructions on how to put it on. It says, Nerf this. So, if y'all know Overwatch, y'all know what this is. This is Diva right there. So, very cool. That's a car decal for one of my buddies. And, let's see. As Jay says, don't skip leg day. Mr. Gretzky, not this year. I plan to hit it in 2019. Heroes Con, North Carolina. Dynasty of Ducks. Comic Palooza. So, yeah. Let me show you. Everyone has these. I showed y'all this in my... I put some Jonah Hex Moritart art in there. I'll show you the con exclusives I did get. I'm going to pretty much let my wife read the Wonder Woman one I have. And I may keep it for her, or we may just sell... Or not sell it, but Yeah, that Overwatch Niobe comic, that's for one of my friends. But I'm probably going to give these away, you know, later down the line. But this was one I actually wanted for a while. I never got my hands on it. Try to center it in the deal, but it's the Alex Ross variant of Star Wars #1. Very cool. Kind of modeled after the Star Wars #1 from Marvel, but Alex Ross kind of painted cover. Looks really good, man. I love Alex Ross. He's one of my favorites. I wish he'd come to a con. Now, these two I got for a buddy of mine. Like I said, I need to center these up in here. It's Batman Adventures #12 by old John Boy Myers. Now, I didn't get these signed or anything, and John Boy didn't have a long line. I just didn't get them signed because it was just, you know, more money I didn't really want to pay, but I got this for a buddy of mine. And I bought the combo pack, which was a little bit cheaper. Still expensive as hell. I think it was like $40 or something. This one is some kind of ace tone cover where it's clear and you lift it up and there's another Harley underneath, but it's a really cool concept. It's like you open the cover and there's another Harley under there, but it's really cool. But yeah, it's like see-through, and you open it up and there's another Harley underneath. So I got that for a buddy of mine. All of that stuff's going. Now this was cool. This is an Action Comics 1 reprint. So it's a Tony Daniel. I originally thought this was a David Finch, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll go get David Finch to sign these. But then I found out, damn it, it says Tony Daniel. And no disrespect, I love old Antonio Salvador Daniel. I love that guy, but he wasn't there. So anyways, really cool Action Comics #1 homage there. This is one of those acetone covers. It's see-through. So when you open up the cover, it's the original Action Comics 1 cover. You just like open it up and it'll say Action Comics. So probably these Action Comics, like I said, after I read this one, I'll give both of them away in a contest or something. You know, I really like these, so my wife wants to read this beforehand. Sensation Comics 1, and that is a Jimenez cover. So very cool cover there. And that reprints Wonder Woman's first appearance. And then this is one of those, I think they're called Ace Tone covers. I don't know what they're called. Does anyone know what these are called? But you open this one up, and it's the old Sensation Comics #1 cover. So, just really cool. So those were the little exclusives I got. You know, no big deal. Like I said, these aren't for me. You know, they're just going to be giveaways, you know, during either the auction or something else that is going to be coming down the pipe. You know, donated books, perhaps. Maybe to go toward a good cause. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. You know, they're all near mint, 9.4. I think some do have some spine ticks, but I didn't really care for, you know, being a stickler or anything on this stuff. But very cool, my friends. Very cool. And that was pretty much, you know, all the stuff. So, just a lot of fun. I mean, it was probably the funnest con I've ever been to. And for Dallas Fan Expo 2018, I thought it was fine. Friday's probably the best time to get everything done you want done. Sunday is your last day there, so make sure I didn't go to that day. But if there's anything you need to do on the Sunday, get that done. Probably if you're like us and you just want to meet people, Saturday, plan your Saturday around the people that go to the con. I know that's kind of weird. You know, normally when you go to cons, you have everything lined out, but get all that stuff done Friday and get the leftovers done on Sunday. And Saturday, I really encourage each and every one of you to meet up with people that you've met here in the YouTube comic book community. Just meet up with some of the people, hang out, go get lunch, have dinner together, swap stories, you know, of like things you've done at the con and things like that. And it'll make your freaking con experience so much better. I mean, and what's really cool about this is A lot of people that go to these things, you know, whether it be cosplayers or fans of the art or fans of the celebrities or people that like signatures, people that like going through long boxes, like I said, buying art, sketches, original art, just talking to vendors. No matter what all these people are there for, what makes us different than all the others is we all share the same thing. You know, we're all passionate about, you know, comics and pop culture, whether that be movies, you know, TV shows, the celebrities, the comic books themselves, the cosplay, the art, all of that stuff. We're passionate about it. The difference is from us than those other people that go, we share our passions with the world. We share them with each other, and we build relationships. We make friendships here on YouTube. And when you get to see that portion of what you do on YouTube become a reality in the form of meeting your peers at one of these cons, I don't know, man, it just makes things so much sweeter. You know what I mean? It was so freaking awesome. It's the best part about anything I could ever really think of. That it may be, as far as the comic book portion of the Great Legend Show, it's probably one of the highlights of anything that I've ever done on YouTube. I mean, like, I'm a damn small fish in a big ass sea of thieves. I just did that because of the video game Sea of Thieves. But I mean, but to actually meet people, that's the best part of everything. You know, that was the best part of it last year when I got to meet Jeremy, aka Trinity Comics, and Aim High Comics when we went to the sports bar Friday night, or when I got to see Trilogy and hang out with him briefly on Saturday of last year, and when I got to see Splash Page Comics Saturday of last year too. That's the best part. I don't know. It's I guess I'm a weird duck. You know, I just like the people stuff better than the books and the hoopla. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of fun, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna do it next year, and maybe branch out and go to different cons. You know, like I know Kingdom Comics Tito. He travels and goes to a lot of different ones out of state, and I think that's freaking cool because he gets to freaking meet everybody. Mike came down here all the way from Virginia Beach. Drew came all the way from Baltimore. And Dave came all the way from freaking Washington up there, up in the old school, the Seattle area, or was it Oregon? I don't know. He's up there somewhere up there, and man, he got to meet all this people. And old Brandon came from Arkansas. I mean, people came, you know, to meet people, and I think that really says something about this close-knit community we do have. And like I said, that's one thing that all the other people that go to the con don't have. Maybe they're going just by themselves or with their families, but man, how much fun would it be for all those other people to find a community like the one we have and meet up with like people from, you know, around the United States, or hell, if you got to get us, maybe from around the world. You know, I just think that's something special that we should never take for granted. But you know what? Oh, damn it, Alfred. WWE. It wasn't the best WrestleMania, but it was pretty damn good. I don't know if I'll do a review of WrestleMania. I don't know. I should, you know, but it won't be tonight. I'll probably wait a little while. Yeah, man. Alamo City Comic-Con. San Antonio, right? That ought to be a damn good one. Hazel Dan, it was great to finally meet some of these awesome YouTubers. Shout out to Trilogy for doing so much to organize it. Yeah, definitely check out our group photos on Blaster Stash It, the Facebook group page. Okay, check that stuff out, man. It's freaking awesome. It's great to see old Sleepy Reader. Sleepy Reader, he's met a lot of YouTubers through the years on here. Don the Icon got to meet Kingdom Comics at one of the Florida cons. I mean, so it's so cool we get to meet all these people. I'm going to quit rambling. I'm going to go see what the old wife's doing. Maybe watch some Black Lightning, because Black Lightning is awesome. I love that show. Ooh, it's good. So definitely going to go do that. If y'all didn't see these books, check these bad boys out. Phantom Stranger #2. These came from Comic Link. I'm going to eventually send them back to get recased, because the cases have a crap ton of scratches on them. And I've got two other CGC books I need to get recased as well. There's number 4, all Golden Age, and this completes my run of issues 1 through 6 of the Golden Age Phantom Stranger, all mid-grade. There's issue 6, and I've got a purple label, I think a 4.0 issue 6 that I'll be putting up maybe for something special. I don't know if anyone will buy it, but it's going to go toward a good cause eventually. So check my last video out if you want to see the Phantom Stranger books and like pretty big haul. I've got, as far as upcoming hauls, I've got a sweet hardback book that I'm going to show everybody. And I've got 2 Back to the Future prints that Trinity told me about that I freaking got. I just need to put them in frames. And thank you again. Beautiful books, man. Brian, I mean, I'm so glad. Sleepy Reader, you know what inspired me because you were there. God, it was like G1, G2. Good God, years ago, Sleepy. Damien, I guess it was about when I met you was probably in 2012. G2 was when I met you, but I think you were back in 2011. But when I read Dan Didio's Phantom Stranger, issue number 0, came out 2012, October, I want to say, I got hooked on that Phantom Stranger train. And back in 2011, 2012, if y'all ask me, all right, so you got New 52 Phantom Stranger, would you ever try to get the Silver Age / Bronze Age run? I'd say, I don't know, man, probably not, but I did. I got that whole run, plus showcase number 80. And then if you ask me, would you ever get the Golden Age ones? Would you ever get that Golden Age first appearance? I would probably say no, because the books are rare. The books are scarce. You know, they say, you know, pretty rare in the Overstreet Price Guide. But, man, I got them. So, yeah, you know, the thing about comics is, and we talked about this, you know, those Grails and the big boy books and the big daddy books, and hell, even in Action Comics number 1 or a Detective 27 or a Batman number 1 or Showcase number 4. I mean, some of these books I have had the chance to buy. Not Action 1 or Detective 27. Okay, maybe the restored versions back in 2011 when I could possibly maybe pull something off if I used most of my inheritance. Retirement. But no, you know, these books, I mean, Showcase 4, Batman number 1 for $45,000. Restored. Come on, really? Think I'm going to get a blue label? But I mean, like, those books, I mean, never say never. You know, like E.T. Nick. Never say never. Nothing is too far out of the question. One of my biggest, it's not my most expensive or anything like that, but it's Three Stooges number 1, 1949. Only 11 graded copies at CGC. Three Stooges number 2, 1949. Only 9 graded copies at CGC. Mine, of course, hopefully you'll get a 1.0. I mean, they're pretty beat to hell, you know, but I'm going to send both of them in to get graded. I'm probably going to send them to CBCS, though. So, anyway, like I said, you know, these big books and all that kind of stuff, everyone will get them in time. You know, if you really want the book and if you know, save money or allocate funds or, you know, sell current books, flip some current stuff like Jason Smith, flip some of that Red Goblin or, you know, maybe even, I know a lot of y'all like New Mutants 98, and a lot of y'all are collecting the New Mutants run, but flip that kind of stuff. If you got really high grades of that, go ahead and flip that stuff, man. Flip the old Deadpool to fund like a Showcase 4 or, you know, a whatever Silver Age. AF-15, I know Amazing Fantasy 15 was a big book people are going for. Oh, Popeye the Sailor, man. Rob and the Stooges and Popeye and Dark Shadows. Yeah, on Popeye I've got a lot of the my Popeye. I'm really happy with my Popeye collection. And most of all, my Popeye stuff is all reprints. But hey, that's okay, you know, and I can read books online. So, you know, you could read stuff for free online. You know, you get reprints of stuff. If the EC horror books are too expensive, get them in hardback. I know my boy Spaceboy227 has some beautiful hardback of the EC books in slip cases and everything. So yeah, man. Area 51 is in the house, man. It's good to see Area 51. Is Master X here? Oh, Don got to meet Master X too. Amen, man. Yeah, like Dave and Judy, they're the greatest. And you haven't even met them yet. It's just the kind of the people you meet in the comic book community, which is really cool. So you know what I'm going to do? I've got plans on the Great Legend Show. We'll do another haul video when I get some frames, and I'll show you some of the artwork and pictures I haven't showed you in frames. I'm just getting those. I'm going to show you this really sweet hardback book that's limited to 3,000 copies of it that came out in 1989. Some of them were even signed by C.C. Beck, if that gives you a hint. C.C. Beck, if it gives you a little hint. But anyway, we got a lot more. I'm going to do a Legends Truth video on how to, you know, be great on YouTube. You know, how you can take business type business things and apply them to your YouTube channel to become, like, go good to great. So that's going to be really cool. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. We're going to play more Sea of Thieves. We may actually have some Sea of Thieves tomorrow night as well. So y'all just kind of keep on the lookout for the Great Legend. I'm still trying to lose about 10 more pounds. I gained about 3 pounds back during the Fan Expo because it was some damn good eating. Damn good drinking too on Saturday night. But going to hopefully maybe by April 30th, May 1st, try to lose the rest of the pounds. I don't know if I will or not, but I am really happy with the journey that I've had in my weight loss, my 40 at 40. So, and you know, maybe I don't get 40 at 40 done while I'm 40, but maybe I can get 40 at 41. You know, maybe I can lose the 40 pounds at 41. You know, I think I can do it. Anyway, I'm just here because of Fish Topic. And I really dig your show. Well, man, thank you so much. And like I said, one of these days I'll get back and film my fish tank. I just need to change the water. So, man, y'all lose some pounds out there. If I can do it and, you know, count the calories. No, this ain't no Flash. This is Shazam, dude. Get out of here. This ain't no damn Flash. I do like Flash, but that's Shazam. Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel. But, you know, if I can lose the weight, everyone could lose the weight. Take the beanie off. That's probably happening. All right, you know, for Dave, I left the beanie on pretty much the whole con. I did get my hair cut today. I'll take the old beanie off. That's all you're going to get. No, here we go. Whoa. Kind of a mohawk here. Kind of itches up there. Got the fade in tonight. Fade all good in there. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to keep moving forward, Tito. And what I'm going to do, once I get to 190, and this is going to kind of go like backwards and stuff, but once I get that 190, then, well, actually, I need to start exercising now because I've got back issues. And my stepmom, who's a physical therapist, told me these exercises to do to gain more muscle mass in the back because I need that muscle mass. That's why my back's always hurting. And my legs is always hurting because I'm not doing any exercise. So I need to do those. But then I want to kind of start working out. But I'm going to have to start really slow. Hey, Miss Hustle, thank you so much. I always think I'm going to grow my hair long again. But damn, when I had my hair long, it was just so damn hot. Man, thank you, man. Looking fresh. The fade. Devin, I know you got that sweet fade. Boy, you got good looking hair too. Yoga. That's what she told me. Because the exercises I do are pretty much like yoga exercises. I just need to get off my ass and do them more. Then I'm going to start pumping some iron. Like Tito and old Brent Peoples. Here's again one more time. Man, I love that new Superman. And he's an interior art. Beautiful interior art, man. He cranks it out, too. But, man, I didn't ask him this call. I didn't want to, like, no disrespect or, like, get too frisky with him. Even though he's only one town away, I could probably just drive over to his house. It'd probably only take 15 minutes, but not to be a stalker. But this man needs to be doing cover art, man. He needs to be doing some covers. And I think he's probably already done covers, but, man, I just dig him on that new Superman. So I'm going to have to start following his work. Tai Chi. Boy, Jason, I know you like them chi-chis. All right, man. It was great talking to y'all. I don't know. Friday, I may do the Legends Truth on how to make your YouTube channel great. It's just kind of like basic tips that I read from, or I got from a book talk, which was, it's not the Good to Great guy, and it's not the second book in the series, but it's the third book that the other guy wrote, and it's called something great. I can't remember what it was, but there's a lot of notes that I took from this other guy's book talk of it, that pretty much everything can be applied to like a YouTube channel. So it's freaking awesome. So I don't know if I'm going to do that this Friday or not, but you're going to want to bring some freaking popcorn. I'll probably go an hour on it and then take questions and get your thoughts to add to the discussion of how you can make your YouTube channel great. I mean, your YouTube channel is if your YouTube channel is already good, but if you're in kind of one of those things where you're doing YouTube and you want more views, you want more subscribers, you want more growth, but you feel like you've gone as high as you can go, don't ever put that limitation on yourself. It's kind of like Alfred, if you're still watching. It's like WWE, break, don't put that, don't like get stuck at the glass ceiling, but bust through that glass ceiling. Break those bricks down. And if you need help breaking the bricks down, call upon your brothers and sisters in the comic book community, because you don't have to do it by yourself. Collaboration's a great way. But I mean, I gotta save all this stuff for Friday. But anyway, I'm gonna kind of teach you some things, and some things to kind of like stay away from, and some things I wish I would have known back in the day, to be better at YouTube stuff. So, and all this stuff you could take from a lot of different things. I take stuff from the Bible. I take stuff from reading books. I take stuff from things I hear. You can apply a lot of different deals to your YouTube channel and become more successful at what you do, not only here in YouTube, but be more successful in LifeTube. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of lame. That's kind of I kind of went cheap there. Kind of cheap. But no, be more successful in life. That's what I'm trying to say, and that's what I want to bring with Legends Truth. It's to inspire, and it's there to help people. People may not agree with some of the religious things that I do, but it won't always be Bible. I'm not always going to be Bible beating people. It's going to be other things that are different things that can help you. It's just great stuff. I love YouTube, and I love making videos. So anyways, man, it's good to see TiVo here. Oh yeah, this is disturbing. I just took it off, man. I got to put it back on. I got to wipe my face off. It's like that Robert Tilton, the prayer cloth. Oh, I'll wipe my sweat with it, and I'll send it to you for a donation. Oh man, I love you guys, man. Check out Lords of the Long Box. They're going to be going live, I believe, tomorrow night. Last Monday night, they're going to be doing their battles. Check that out. Count Von Master debate. So Count Von Strange going to be on the debate. They're going to have a debate soon about Star Trek versus Star Wars, which one was better. They had a Namor and Aquaman one. I think that was last week, so that was really cool. So check out Lords of the Long Box on Monday nights, I believe. That's going to be the debate battles. Check out TiVo's new Lords of the Box Office is his movie review, so check that out. And just check him out. He's a great guy. Count Von Strange. Check out Count Von Strange. Check out everybody. Area 51. Check out Area 51. Check out Happy Fish Guy if you like fish tank videos or you're interested in buying a fish tank. All that stuff. But anyways, I got to go. This is the Great Legend. And like I said, I had a great time at the old Fan Expo 2018. Go out there and meet people, have fun, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all Wednesday night for maybe some Sea of Thieves with Brian and some others. Or Friday night if I do my Legends Truth. We'll have to see. I got to get it all prepared. But this is the Great Legend saying peace out. God bless.